Today, man. Black Hole Sun. I like that song. It's got interesting chords, man. I was like listening to it. I was like, damn, that's pretty hard, man. That's some hard chords, bro. good song, Soundgarden. Yeah, Soundgarden. Yeah, it is, man. And it's really a tough song to learn, man. I was listening to it. I was like, and I played along with it and matched, dude. So I was like trying to figure out the chords, man. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's a good song, man. I love that by Soundgarden. I've been messing around with different songs, you know. And that's one of them. I just picked it up, man. I was like, I always heard that song, I always loved it, and I said, what happens if I try to figure out the chords, man? Because this got some freaky ass chords in that song, man. I was like, damn, that's weird, man. You know what I mean? So it's a pause, and it goes. He must have been stoned when he wrote that, because it's like weird chords, man. You know, I love that band, but he must have been stoned when he wrote that. It's like, then he goes, black old sun, won't you come and wash away the pain? Black old sun, won't you come, won't you come? Oh, sun, won't you I wish I could sing like that dude, man. I can't sing that good, man. I'm just like trying to learn the song, you know. Um, I'm gonna be playing out this summer, so I'm trying to learn a bunch of songs because I want to do my beatnik jazz, but I also want to play rock, a lot of rock with it, you know, and kind of get all that get all this down, you know, so I can do that too. So that's a cool song, man. I like that. When I heard that, I was trying to figure out the chords, and I was like, no, it couldn't be, you know. And it's like, those chords, man. Those are like LSD chords, but it's cool, man. It's like he must like if you watch the video, it kind of looks like somebody tripping on acid or something, you know. I was like, what? This guy is great. This guy's great, you know. I think the song's great. I love it. I like all that Seattle stuff. That's what I think. Hey, about it, you know. It's like I need to get a tuner. God, ah, see, that's why I'm trying to work these out, man. Oh, Thanks, guy. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm trying to learn all these songs. I'm gonna have at least one new song every time I come on here. When I'm doing these sets, I'm gonna try to do that. Have at least one new song every time I come on here, Yeah, Page is awesome, man. I love Page. Yeah, Page was my favorite rock guitar player out of all of them. But I like all of them. But I mean, as far as like Tony Iommi was a close second, man. I really dug Tony's style. You know, Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath. Man, that dude. And you know the thing about Tony, man, is he had those things on his fingers where he had his fingertips cut off. I don't even know how he played like that, but he had these artificial fingertips that he made, and the way his guitar would sound when he would hit notes is like nobody could duplicate that because he was doing it with artificial fingertips, and it has a unique sound in Black Sabbath. You know the guitar solos by Tony Iommi and the way he would get that grungy sound and stuff. Nobody could get that because he had to, you know, I don't even know how the hell the guy played like that. You know, he would tape these artificial fingertips because he didn't have any fingertips. He got his fingertips cut off in a factory. Tony Iommi. Watched the story about that. I was like, how in the hell did that guy even play like that? You know, that blows my mind, man. When I seen that, I was like, what? How did this guy play like that? You know? So, yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff that I want to do. I want to learn some Green Day, but Green Day's got a lot of distorted guitar, and I'd have to have a distortion. But I do like Green Day. That's a good band. You know, you can hear my son. He's in there playing a game. He's screaming. He gets excited. I like mixing jazz licks with rock. You know, it's like I'll be doing some jazz licks. Then I'll start doing rock licks with it. It makes the rock interesting to add. Oh, thanks, man. It makes the rock interesting to be able to add some jazz licks in there, man. It's like you'd be jamming out on rock, and then you just throw some jazz licks in there, and people are like, "What?" And they're like, "That's pretty cool." You know, that's what Page always did too. He would like throw little jazz licks in his sometimes in his music, and it makes it more interesting. I like that's where I got it from, man. Listening to Page, you know, because he would like just slip them in there every once in a while. These little jazz licks. I'm like, okay, that works, you know. That's like a fusion song I made up with a saxophone player because I didn't really know jazz that much, but I knew a few jazz licks. I went to this place called the Grapevine. I was playing in a blues band, and he asked me if I knew some jazz. So I lied and I said, "Yeah, I do. I just got into jazz. I didn't really know a lot about it, but I knew one particular jazz lick that I learned." So I sprung it on him, and he's playing a saxophone, and he did the same lick. He did the same thing on the saxophone that I was doing on the guitar, and it sounds good when you got a saxophone player doing it at the same time. So I come up with this that little thing, you know, it's like like that. Yeah, I'm posting it. It's gonna be saved. You can come check it out. You can come. Everything I do, I'm actually making a live video right now, and it's gonna be on my channel. You can come back and you can check it out, man. Uh, what type of guitar is this? Gibson Les Paul, but it had a fret job done on it, and I was not satisfied with what the guy did. He took off the original frets. The original frets were worn down over many years of playing when I was a teenager because I was in a hard rock band. So he took those frets off and he put these thin ass frets on there that I don't really like. It don't have the professional frets on there anymore. So it's got the thin ass frets that I don't really like, and I was completely dissatisfied with the job. I want to eventually send it to a factory and get them to redo it because I don't really like the job that he did on it, you know. So I'm gonna have to do that, you know. So I've written quite a few numbers. I will do it this number. I will do it this video because I didn't do it last video. I usually do it every video, but I didn't do it last video. I wrote this number. It's called "It's Just Cool." It's on my main channel. I was trying to bring back the beatnik jazz stuff, and you know it was cool. This was back before I was born. It was cool to repeat phrases like "Cool Cat Daddy, Old Chick Man," "Out of Sight," all that stuff. They would repeat it, and when I seen that, I was like, I got to do like a tribute to that type of music, you know. So it's like a tribute to beatnik jazz, is what it is. And it's called "It's Just Cool." It goes like, so it's like, it's just cool. I say at the end of the song, yeah, I wrote that, and it's like, yeah, it's like a chilled jazz tune with a whole bunch of chords. It's got like, was it 26 chords in it? 26 chords in that song, man. And it's got a lot of changes. It doesn't stay in the same. You notice I go to different keys. I'm like, so I'll start going. So I'm like, on the change on the bridge part. So the changes. Then it goes to here. See all the changes though? It's like, so it's a great tune to learn. Like if you're just starting out in jazz and you really want to, you're getting, say you're like intermediate jazz player and you're trying to learn how to adjust to playing over chord changes and stuff. That's a great tune to learn, especially that bridge part, because you learn the bridge parts like. So if you can play over those chord changes, you see what I'm saying? This is F major 7 right here. So it uses a lot of different. It's got your major scale. It's got the altered scale right here, and then it's got what would that be? That's gonna be Phrygian, Phrygian, no Lydian. Let's Lydian scale here, and then it goes back to Dorian here. And when you come here, you're Dorian. But when you come here, you're back to Phrygian mode, and you do Phrygian mode again one more time, and then you got. See what I'm saying? It's got a lot of different changes, and you're like trying to learn jazz. You go, just learn that solo, that basic solo right there. So that's over to F major 7, right? Then it goes back to, and you can kind of fool around with that. That's like, you play jazz minor with it, and you can pretty much do anything like improv. That's the nice thing about playing it out, because on these chords, you can do an improvisation, come up with your own improv after that bridge, and it's gonna sound great, man. It's like, so I got the D sus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's my sus right there. Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, sus 2. D minor 7, sus 2. Sus means it adds that note in there. So if you got D minor 7, you take that off, or you got D and you lift up your fingers and you got this E note. That's going to be sus 2 right there, right? So it's D sus 2. So you can do. If you're a rock player, you could turn into a rock song for a while and people be jamming to it, and then you come back to jazz again. Now, this part, keyboard, I want to have a keyboard player with me. Keyboard player takes his solo. Does that for a while, and then it goes to. And it's an interesting jam, man, because it keeps getting more and more progressive as it goes along. You know, it starts out basic. Shut up. Starts out basic. Shut up, Blackie. Lay down. Lay down. Go lay down. Starts out basic and gets more progressive as you go along. So that's the reason I like it, because on the bridge part, if you're studying jazz, man, yeah, it's pretty smooth jam, you know. So if you're studying jazz, check out these chords. So like I said, I'm going to leave this video on my channel, so if you want to check it out, I would like to see somebody do a good cover of it. Just give me credit if you do a cover of the song. You know, if anybody ever decides to do a cover of it, just give me credit for it, and I don't have a problem with it as long as you give me credit as the creator of the song and stuff. I think that would be kind of cool. That would be nice. I would like that, you know. So I'm always trying to make up. I'm always trying to play. I'm always trying to be creative, you know, and I play a lot of other people's music too, but I got a lot of my own music that I've written, and I'm always trying to be creative with chords and stuff. You know what I mean? So I do a lot of different chord changes. I'm not as good at it as Larry Carlton, but I'm pretty good at chord changes. You know, so I know some jazz. I know quite a bit jazz chords, but Carlton gets a little bit extreme on that stuff. Man. He's like really expert at it. You know, my favorite guitar player is Larry Carlton, by the way. So. Have to be close enough. I just want to say one more thing before I play that, kind of play the music to it. As a guitar player, yeah, I play leads. Sometimes I get down on the leads, but I also like playing rhythm. And I like guitar players who can do that, who can, I don't care how great the person is, he'd be the best guitar player in the world. If he can't come back and play rhythm, I ain't going to go see him in concert, man. Because I want to see a guy who can mix it up and play leads and rhythms and give the other musicians in the band a chance to shine too. That's why I like Larry Carlton so much, because he will actually, he does his part and he does a fantastic solo, but then he'll come back and play the rhythm and let the keyboard player kick ass, and then the bass player comes along, kicks ass, the drummer comes along, kicks ass, and he'll come back, play some more rhythm, maybe do another little lead thing, and then he ends it. You know what I mean? I like music like that. That's well. I also like mixing finger style. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right, man. I mean, you got to keep it. Yeah, Jamie, you got to keep it interesting, man. It's like if you see somebody just jamming out the whole time, just playing lead, never stopping, just oh look at me, I'm the best guitar player in the world, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna walk off, man. I don't want to see. I mean, I know you're great. I'd be like, if I could talk to the guy, I'd be like, hey man, I know you're great. You're the best in the world. You're like Stanley Jordan. You can play all this stuff, or maybe somebody like that. But all you do is play this lead all the time, man, and it gets it doesn't matter how good you are. It's just you know what I mean? What I'm saying? Eric Johnson's awesome, man. And Eric Johnson, nobody's going to really match him when it comes to playing rhythm, because he comes up with all these really intricate rhythms too. And yeah, I would definitely go see Eric, because I'm a big Eric Johnson fan. That's one of the things I liked about Eric, is because of his chord voicings when he plays music. Not only is he a fantastic solo guitar player, he can play those rhythms that just makes it so musical, and that's what I like about Eric Johnson, man. Eric Johnson's one of my favorite guitar players. He's among the best in the world, I think. And I haven't really seen anybody match him in his style of playing. He's the king, man. Eric Johnson, in his style of playing, he's the king. It's like Larry Carlton, in his style, he's the king. I'm partial to Larry. I like Larry's music more than I do anybody else, because he mixes it up. He plays such a variety. Watch Larry Carlton. He plays everything, man. And that's what I love about the guy, man. He's just so phenomenal. He can play everything. And when he hired his son on, Travis Carlton, I was like, wait a minute, and it's probably nepotism. But then when I heard him play, I was like, no, it's not nepotism. Travis Carlton is one hell of a bass player, man. So it's not nepotism. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, Larry even said that in an interview. He said, even though he's my son, if he couldn't play, he wouldn't be with me, because I wouldn't have him with me playing. But he can play. Once he opens up, can whoop ass on that bass, man. He is phenomenal, man. So, just great musicians, man. That I love to hear play. I like that trio the best, man. I think Larry Carlton sounded the best when he played with his son Travis and that guy Coy, Gene Coy. Watch that trio Lugano concert. That's great, man. It's Larry Carlton, his son on the bass, Travis Carlton, and Gene Coy on the drums. That is the dream team, as far as I'm concerned. Those guys sound so good together. So, I did no quarter earlier. which you'll be able to hear it. You'll be. I ain't gonna play it all the way through because I already played it already once, But when you watch the video again, you'll see it's like toward the beginning of the video. I played no quarter all the way through, so I know that one. I know Zeppelin. I know a lot of Zeppelin. I used to play a lot of Led Zeppelin in a band, and you forget some of it, and if you don't do it all the time. But we did all the stuff. So we did everything by Zeppelin. We did Sabbath. Oh, back when I played in this band called Hardcore in the 1970s, and we covered Zeppelin. But I mean, we weren't just one band cover band. You know what I mean? We played everything, and we had originals too. But I had an accident in the 1970s, and I had a stroke. We almost made it big. Uh, I met John Kay. I was at a private party one time playing, and he was there. People would hire us to do private parties, but the thing is, I was doing a lot of drugs. I was a teenage kid, and I was doing a lot of drugs. But I was really good on the guitar, and our band was really good. We were really tight. So we played just about everything, man. I mean, we did Steppenwolf, we did Led Zeppelin, we did Black Sabbath, we did Ted Nugent, Deep Purple, a lot of Aerosmith. Um, Crack the Sky. Let me see with some other bands that we did. We covered a lot. Mahogany. Let's see. What was it? Yeah, Mahogany Rush. You ever heard of Frank Marino? We did a lot of his stuff. And Zappa. I used to play Zappa when I was a teenager. I played Zappa. I did all that stuff, man. I mean, I knew the guitar, bro. By the time I was 17 years old, I man 16. So not 16. By the time I was 13, I was playing great solos, man. Because I started playing when I was 6. But when I had the stroke, I had to relearn how to play the guitar, man. Because it damaged the right side of my body, and my mouth was drawn all, as you can see, this right here, my mouth was like up to here for a while, and I couldn't use my right arm that well, and my right leg was like numb. I couldn't hardly walk, and so I had to learn how to walk and talk again, and things like that. So don't mess with drugs, man. That's what drugs did to me, and I had to recover from that. It was horrible. It was a nightmare. But I had to learn how to play the guitar. As originally, when I played, I held the pick like this. I would take these two fingers and this thumb, and I played like that. I was really good at it. But after I had the stroke, I could never do that again. I had to start flip. I had to flip before I got to where I could alternate pick again. I had to flip the pick up like Steve Morris and just use these two fingers. And then I got to where I could pick again. Willie Nelson's awesome, man. He believe it or not, Willie Nelson is a fantastic guitar player. He's fantastic. Willie Nelson is Willie Nelson, and he had his own gig, he had his own style, and like a jazzy country, very good, very good. As far as like knowing a bunch of chords, jazz chords, and knowing how to put them together, and even playing solos, very good. Willie Nelson is a very good guitar player, very good. So yeah, I like Willie Nelson. He's underrated, I think, compared to what he really. I seen him a long time ago, back in the '70s, and man, he was smoking. I mean, he was great. I like all those guys. Willie Nelson, Roy Clark. Roy Clark was untouchable, man. Untouchable. Roy Clark was so good, and he was underrated. he was as good as I think as good as that Maphis guy, um, Joe Maphis. Joe Maphis is an excellent guitar player, but was an excellent guitar player, and he was considered a legend. But I think Roy Clark was just as good on the guitar, but in a different way. They had two different styles. Um, Clark was Clark was not given the recognition that he should have been given, because I mean I seen the guy live, and ooh man, you know what I'm saying? Roy was just, man, come on, he was so good, man. He could play anything too, anything. Guitar, banjo, fiddle. He was doing all that. I went to see him at a place called August Fest, and he wasn't even singing. I didn't like his singing that much. But his guitar, his musicianship was perfect. He was a fantastic, phenomenal guitar player, and like Glenn Campbell. Okay, Glenn Campbell. I'm not really a fan of his singing, but when he played the guitar, he everybody stood in awe when Glenn Campbell played the guitar because he was a fantastic guitar player too. So I guess he did what he had to do to make money, but I didn't really like his singing. Jim Stanford. Jim Stanford used comedy to get rich. You got drunk on Roy. Oh man. Oh dude. That'd be fun, man. Yeah, Roy was awesome, man. I loved Roy Clark. I seen him at the August Fest, and I was like, wow, this guy is just phenomenal. And he did that one song, where he pops the strings, and he was like flamenco style, and I was like, what? This guy is just like the king of the guitar, dude. I mean, he was just as good as Joe Maphis, and Joe was a legend, but Roy Clark isn't considered a legend if you look it up. Oh, he was just a very good guitar player. No, he was a legend, dude. Roy Clark was a legend, bro. Yeah, all that stuff, man. So that's you talking about really a really great musician there, Roy Clark. He was like untouchable, for what he did. So I really liked him a lot. Uh, now I can't sing that good. I mean I'm okay for certain songs, but I'm not like a Jimmy Page was gonna sing for Led Zeppelin, but he tried it and it didn't work. He was like, no. So he hired Robert Plant to do the singing. He's like, I'm gonna get talk later. And he was a fantastic guitar player. you know, black old sun, won't you come wash away the pain? Black old sun, won't you come? Sun, won't you come? Away the pain. Black old sun, won't you come? Won't you Black old sun, won't you come? Wash away the pain. Black old sun, won't you come? Won't you Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. I can't sing it, man. You know, man, come on, Chris Cornell. I can't sing that song, man. I'm a guitar player, you know. But I'm just saying that's got some weird chords in it. I like that one. Go check it out. After this video, go check it out. It's like black old sun, won't you come? Wash away my pain. Black old sun, won't you come? Oh, sun, won't you You know what I'm talking about? That's a weird song, man. Black Hole. It's called Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. And I was playing to it, and I was like, no way, this guy must have been. You know, how could he sing this chords like that? That's weird, man. He must have been stoned on LSD. But the way he sings is awesome. You know, the way he used to sing was awesome. I don't see how anybody could sing the chords like that, man. But I was like, what? I tried every chord in the book, man. Those were the only chords that fit. I was like, I know music. I didn't know the words. I used to play in a band and we did songs like that, but I didn't actually know the words. I just played the music. You know what I mean? To it, we had another singer. A singer. I'm not a professional singer. I'm a professional guitar player. I'm not a professional singer. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like doing stuff like that. Yeah, it's like that's Donna Lee. You ever heard Donna Lee? That's like the saxophone. Yeah, yeah. That's like the saxophone version of Donna Lee. That's like I heard this online. You know, so that's pretty cool. I like that one part. Uh, yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, think about those notes. So whatever I do up here, I can do down here too. The saxophone player actually plays that part higher. So I could come up with an arrangement where I'm playing it higher too. But it sounds better on the guitar if you do it lower. That. Donna Lee. Yeah. So it's like pretty cool stuff. Yeah. I used to I used to play out professionally. I played with a band called the Crossroads Blues Band years ago, and I was just like, they paid me to be quiet. I just stood back and played, like I'd cover the lead solos and stuff. That was me in the Crossroads Blues Band. So I really did play with the authentic original Crossroads Blues Band. So that's pretty cool. I would like cover like lead solos and stuff because they didn't have really that great of a lead player. And they played me. They played me. Yeah, I can do that. Some of the stuff. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, a lot of the stuff. I haven't done jazz standards actually in a while, but So if you listen to Hank Garland's version of All the Things You Are, that's basically, I used to do all that stuff. I used to like, I mean, I ain't really up on it like I used to be, but I can like, I can remember it, you know. So there's a lot of stuff, man. Jazz is tough to play. You got to be up on it. But if you're good if you're good at improvising, if you're gonna play jazz, get good at improvising and learn, how to improvise, and you can do well because even if you forget the original solo that you wanted to do, you can improv through it and it'll work. That's what jazz is basically, really improvisation. Pat Martino even said that he was an improv master. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thanks. He's boiled rotten though, but he is. Like altered scale works good, man. But when I play like the altered scale, I don't just play the scale. I try to be musical with it. So that's B minor 7 sharp 5, and I'm using the altered scale on it. Adds tension, like if you're playing, that's altered mode. You learn all that stuff, and Dorian. Everybody knows Dorian. So if I'm in this D minor 7, I'm gonna just play over the C scale, and that's Dorian. That's a straight Dorian. But what I'll do is I'll play the jazz minor, which is really an alteration of the Dorian scale. And I'll be. That's straight improv. That's just coming right out of my head. That's just out of my head, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, know how to do that. And you just like, if you're a good improvised player, you can play with a jazz band. You can do anything. Stop. You can do anything though. If you're good at improvisation, you can do anything, man. You know what I mean? And you get any key, man. You playing in any key, like say I want to play in, I don't know, C sharp. C sharp ain't no different than any other chord to me, man. You know, B. How do I know how to do that? Just pick a chord and come up with some mad improvisation. How do I know how to do that, man? It's like studying it, dude. You got to learn it, dude. You know what I mean? And you know that's good. Like if somebody's trying to show you up, which I can't stand people like that. Pick a key, find a key that's not their sweet spot, and say, oh, you know, I play in B flat. There's some fantastic guitar players that have sweet spots. They can't just pick you know, a random key and just, you know what I mean. And that's one of the tricks I found out back when I was a teenager. I'd play like somebody would challenge me with a guitar. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And they get out there and they start playing. They start being phenomenal. Well, then I'll say, oh well, let's play in this key. I play in this key. Wait, I don't really play in that key. You know? So I don't even do that. I don't even go there, man. I hate when people go there. Oh, I'm better than you. In what key? Let's not even go there, man. Let's just be musicians, love each other, and play music and show respect. You know, that's that's what I tell people, man. Just love each other, be musicians, and show respect for everybody, man. Don't say you're better than somebody, man. There's really no better or worse. There's people with different styles and stuff. Um, there. I mean, when you talk about the superstars, you know. But I'm just talking about like you know, just playing the guitar, you know. Somebody, I don't tell somebody I'm a better guitar player or I'm a worse guitar player. I just say I have my own style, you know. And you're better for your style, I'm better for my style, man. I mean, let's get along, you know. You play your stuff, I play mine, man, right? Rose is my favorite. Blackpink. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's cool. This is the kindness I really. Right, exactly, man. I mean, you know, nobody cares about who's better, man. I mean, there's different styles, man. If everybody sounds the same, though, that's what I tried to do when I came up with beatnik jazz and I started playing it. I was a rocker and I sounded like a lot of other rock guitar players, but then I decided to develop this style that I got from beatnik jazz, and everybody's like, "Wait, what's that?" Yeah, it's different, right? It's different. It don't sound like the same thing, you know, that everybody else is doing. That's what I was trying to do, man. It's like trying to just trying to come up with something, you know, catchy that's different. You know, I can do the tapping and all that. I don't really tap that much, but I can do it. I did a version of that playing in the style of Larry Carlton, and I borrowed some of Guthrie Govan's licks, and people are like, Eddie Van Halen's, yeah. Yeah, Hendrix. Yeah, man, I know Hendrix. Yeah, of course, I know Hendrix. Everybody knows of some essential Hendrix, man. I used to play a lot of Hendrix when I did that when I was a teenager, man. I played Hendrix, man, and I love Hendrix. I didn't play it as well as he did it, but I did it pretty good. Yeah, that was Little Wing, so I did it pretty good. So I played pretty decent. Yeah, yeah, man, I played pretty decent. So I like that song. That's a good song. I play a little bit. I like the chords. Yeah, I like Hendrix, man. Um, I'm gonna do a song I wrote. I'm not that great of a singer, but I can do okay on certain songs, And I wrote a lot of tunes, but I was hoping to get another singer to come along so I could just play guitar for him. But I do okay on this one, I think. I'm not. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. So I look out the window and what do I see? Just a crazy world out there that forgot about me. She looks out the window and what does she see? Just a crazy place out there that won't let her be. She feels the pain inside, just like me. Sometimes it makes her cry, just like me. Sometimes she even wants to die, just like me. And every night I think about her and how nice it would be if I could put my arms around her tell her everything will be okay. Oh, how I wish it could be that way. Cause I'm just like you, and you're just like me too. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I just wanted to have some fun. I'm just like you. Come on, baby, don't you know it's true? And you're just like me too. Oh, baby, I'm just like you. And you, baby, you're just like me too. It's sad, but true. You're just like me, baby, and I'm just like you. You like that one? Yeah, man, that's like something deep I wrote for women. Kind of like to express how I feel about this world and stuff. When I was a really young man, I dated a lot of girls, and I liked it, and I wrote a song about it. Like they had the desire for me, and I had a desire for them. And I actually wrote a song about it. And we don't know about you when you're young. You don't realize about all. A lot of times you don't realize about the world, how rough it is sometimes. So I wrote that song, man. Kind of, to express how I feel about things, man. So yeah, it's kind of deep, but that's how it is, and we're in the world. Um, so anyway, guys, man, I appreciate you guys coming checking me out, man. Young ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you checking out my music and stuff. Um, it's really a lot of fun to play. The only way to learn jazz, you got to experiment and record yourself and play it back and be honest with yourself. When it sucks, throw it out. When it sounds good, keep it. Keep what sounds good and throw out what sounds bad. Be honest with yourself. And even like have some friends, ask some friends, how does that sound? Does that sound okay for that type of music? If they say, tell your friends to be honest, and don't get your feelings hurt if they're honest with you and they say, well, no, that sucks. And then you got to go, I got to go back to the drawing. Don't give up. It means you go back to the drawing board and you try something different. Yeah, thanks. You know, I did that on purpose because I want to show you guys what you can do when you learn improvisation skills. Because I know I probably got some musicians here, and you can. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this video so you can go back and watch it. Learn how to improvise. Sure, you learn tab the right way and stuff, but if you're playing out and you forget the tab, let's say you forget your solo, you can improvise through it. A lot of times, even sometimes, it might even come out better than the original, what the original band did. So, it's like get your improv skills down really good. So that way that if you forget the tab that and you don't play it exactly like the song, it don't matter. If it might still work. You could come up with something on your own, it might still work. You know what I mean? And that was like mostly all real improv right there. It was not exactly note for note like Dire Straits, but it's you know, you play it out live and feel like, damn, that still kicks ass. You know what I mean? It's not exactly like Dire Straits. I kind of put my own thing to it, but it sounds good. You know, that's what improvisation is all about. Well, my dog's getting fidgety. I guess he's got to go pee. He's got to go out. So I'm gonna let the buddy out. Ah, he's being a pest tonight. I gotta let him out. Okay, buddy, lay down, lay down, lay down. He's bugging me. He's spoiled. All right. So anyway, I gotta hold him back. He's spoiled, rotten. I got the dog spoiled, man. So I'm gonna let Buddy out. I'm gonna let him take him outside. Thanks for visiting me, guys, man. I really appreciate you checking out my music and stuff. I had a lot of fun tonight, guys. Like I said, I'm saving this video. The barking dog is going to be in the video at the end, too. It's going to be funny. But hey, guys, thanks for checking me out. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, happy holidays, you know, everything, Merry Christmas, all that. You know, I hope you have wonderful holidays and stuff and everything if I don't see you. But you can come back and check out this video. Hopefully you learn from it, you know, if you're musicians and stuff. I hope you do. Okay. Thanks. Peace, guys. You have a good night.